Hello and welcome to Express News. In the next half an hour, we'll get you all the latest news and updates. My name is Abhishek Mahajan. Let's start with our top story. US Vice President J.D. Vance begins his 4-day official visit to India from today. He is accompanied by his family and senior members of the US administration. The US Vice President and the Second Lady were received at the Parliament base by Indian Minister Ashwini Vaishnav, where he received a ceremonial guard of honor. The visit will provide an opportunity for both sides to review the progress in bilateral relations and the implementation of the outcomes of the India-US joint statement issued on 13 February this year during the visit of the Prime Minister to the US. The US Vice President J.D. Vance and his wife Usha, along with their children, visited Swaminarayan Akshardham Temple in New Delhi. Indian President Draupadi Murmu extended her greetings to all civil servants on Civil Services Day. Posting on X, President said that their role in public service have impacted the well-being of citizens and development of the country. On the occasion of 17th Civil Services Day, Prime Minister Modi released 2 e-coffee table books during the event. Prime Minister Modi also conferred the Prime Minister's Award for Excellence in Public Administration. 16 awards were given by the Prime Minister in the categories of Holistic Development of Districts, Aspirational Blocks Programme and Innovation to Civil Servants. Awardees were recognized for work done for the welfare of common citizens. Through this, Prime Minister said that India is setting new benchmarks in governance, transparency and innovation. Addressing the event, PM Modi stressed that in the past 10 years, India has moved beyond incremental change to witness impactful transformation. PM added that in the age of technology, governance is not about managing systems, it is about multiplying possibilities. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi also interacted with the awardees of Prime Minister's Awards for Excellence in Public Administration. India's Minister for Electronics and Information Technology Ashwini Vaishnav has said that the direct benefit transfer initiative of Prime Minister Narendra Modi has saved 3,48,000 crore rupees by reducing leakage. Quoting a policy paper titled Quantitative Assessment of India's DBT System, Minister in a social media post said that under this welfare delivery model, the coverage of beneficiaries has increased by 16 times. According to the policy paper, the country's DBT system implemented in 2013 has redefined welfare delivery by enhancing transparency, curbing leakages and ensuring precise fund distribution. The Indian Space Research Organisation on Monday successfully completed the second docking of satellites under its SpaceX mission. India's Science Minister Jitendra Singh took to X and confirmed the development, extending his congratulations to the ISRO team. The Indian Air Force participated in exercise Desert Flag 10, a premier multinational air combat exercise in the United Arab Emirates, starting April 21st to 8th May this year. The aim of the exercise is to undertake complex and diverse fighter engagements with exchange of operational knowledge and best practices with some of the most capable air forces in the world. In India's eastern state of Jharkhand, around 8 Naxals have been killed in an encounter between Naxalites and a joint team of police and paramilitary forces in the foothills of Lugu Hill in Bokaro. An AK series rifle, 1 SLR, 3 Insas rifles, 1 pistol and 8 country-made Bharmar rifles and other weapons were also recovered in the search operation. Indian Home Minister Amit Shah lauded security forces for neutralizing 8 Naxals in the region, adding that the march to eliminate Naxalism continues unabated. Business updates: Electronics has catapulted to become the third largest export segment from India, hitting a record high of $38.6 billion in fiscal year 24-25, representing a growth of 36% over rupees 2.41 trillion last year. With this, electronics, which was ranked 5th in exports in 23-24, has now outdone drugs and pharmaceuticals and gems and jewellery to claim the third spot behind petroleum goods and engineering. Indian equity indices ended on a positive note in the volatile session on Monday. At close, Sensex jumped 855.30 points to settle at 79,408.50, while Nifty surged 273.90 points to 24,125.55. Indian rupee jumped 25 paise to settle at 85.13 against the US dollar on Tuesday. Gold futures maturing on June 5 were priced at Rs 96,786 per 10 grams on the multi-commodity exchange. Silver futures for May 5 maturity stood at Rs 95,943 per kg on the MCX. India's Khadi and Village Industries Commission records a turnover of Rs 1.7 lakh crore in financial year 24-25, aims to record a turnover of Rs 2 lakh crore in the next year. Bitcoin hits a two-week high in early US trading Monday and has gone 2.55% up to $87,248, while Ether has gone 3.2% to $1,639. Chairman and founder of World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, announced to step down from his position after 55 years of leadership. With immediate effect, Peter Brabeck left Musk to serve as the new interim head. The dollar tumbled on Monday. It sank to a three-year low against the euro, hit a 7-month trough on the yen and slid 0.9% against the Swiss franc early in the Asian session on Monday. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman interacted with the Indian diaspora at a community gathering in San Francisco, California. Minister Sitharaman said that India is now the fastest growing economy. She said that the IMF and World Bank are today recognizing the immense potential that exists in India. India's Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Shivraj Singh Chauhan urged the Indian diaspora in Brazil to become partners in India's growth, especially in sustainable farming and rural development. Pope Francis, who had recently suffered a serious bout of double pneumonia, died on Monday. The Vatican said Pope Francis was elected Pope in 2013 and became the first pontiff from the Americas and the first Jesuit to lead the Roman Catholic Church. World leaders condoled the demise of Pope Francis. European Union chief Ursula von der Leyen said on X that the Pope inspired millions, while Russian President Vladimir Putin hailed Pope Francis as a defender of humanism and justice. Posting on X, Prime Minister Modi said that he is deeply pained by the passing of His Holiness Pope Francis, expressing his heartfelt condolences to the global Catholic community. PM also said that Pope Francis will always be remembered as a beacon of compassion, humility and spiritual courage across the world. US President Trump announced that Ukraine has proposed that Russia abandon drone and missile strikes on civilian infrastructure for at least 30 days. United States Special Envoy to Russia and Ukraine, General Keith Kellogg, said on Sunday that President Trump's team will return to London this week for ceasefire talks on Ukraine, but a NATO membership was off the table. Kellogg also said that a mineral seal was part of the solution for a comprehensive ceasefire and permanent peace deal. The Israeli military has concluded an investigation into the killing of 15 Palestinian emergency responders in Gaza, citing professional failures and breaches of orders. A field commander will be dismissed and a deputy commander reprimanded for their roles in the incident. Tension between the US and Yemen have further escalated after the new US airstrikes on the Yemeni capital Sana'a killed at least 12 people and injured 30. The US Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth shared details of a March attack on Yemen's Iran-aligned Houthis in a message group on the social media platform Signal. Reported by the New York Times on Sunday, the group included his wife, brother and personal lawyer, which has raised questions about Secretary Hexet's use of an unclassified messaging system to share highly sensitive security details. El Salvador President Nayib Bukele proposed sending 252 Venezuelans deported from the US and imprisoned in his country to Venezuela in exchange for taking political prisoners held by Venezuela. More than 14,000 Filipino and American soldiers commence annual military exercises on Monday with an opening ceremony. The annual Balikatan drills, meaning shoulder to shoulder in Tagalog, will run for 3 weeks until May 9, showcasing an array of US weaponry. The drills include defending against missile threats, preventing sea invasions, and conducting a maritime strike test by sinking a decommissioned Philippine Navy vessel. South Korea's former President Yoon Suk-yeol appeared in court on Monday for the second hearing of his criminal trial to defend himself against insurrection charges over the short-lived declaration of the martial law. The Democratic Republic of Congo has suspended former President Joseph Kabila's political party, People's Party for Reconstruction and Democracy, and ordered the seizure of his assets. Alright, we are slipping into a very short break. On the other side, more stories. Keep watching Express News.
Geopolitics and trade deals. Economic challenges amid development. Hard work and the path to prosperity. It's the economy always. Between walkers, money is what money does and says. Supply creates its own demand. Between the bulls pulls and bears tears. When supply chains globalization and India rises to the podium. We'll get you centered with the Economic Brief at 8 p.m. every Thursday on DD India.
Welcome back. You're watching Express News. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Some more stories. Severe weather and flooding hit parts of the U.S. South and Midwest during the Easter holiday weekend. 2 died in Oklahoma after being stranded in flood waters. Amidst a heavy spell of rain in the last 24 hours, India Met Department has again issued alerts for thunderstorms, lightning and hailstorms in the plains and mid-hill districts of Himachal Pradesh today. Several parts of Jammu and Kashmir witnessed heavy torrential rains on Sunday, leading to flash floods and landslides with 3 people dead in Ramban. In response to the flash floods, Indian Army extended their support through swift relief operations and distribution of food and basic medical aid to those stranded. The heavy rainfall also affected the Doordarshan district of Jammu and Kashmir as its nearby regions engulfed in fog. J&K authorities have cautioned the local inhabitants to stay away from riverside while the rafting activities have been suspended temporarily. IMD issues advisory on heat wave conditions which are likely to affect central India during April 21st to 25th. A spell of heavy rain and an unexpected storm lashed Guwahati on Sunday, bringing it to a standstill with widespread waterlogging and power cuts in several areas. As the Himalayan region experiences continuous rainfall, Met Department has forecast lightning and thunder at some places in Uttarakhand on Monday. Ahmedabad and several parts of Gujarat experienced a slight drop in maximum temperatures on Sunday. However, hot and humid weather is expected to persist in coastal districts till April 24th. Nat Geo Secrets of the Penguins debut on Earth's Day Eve, spotlighting 18 penguin species and their struggles. The series raises awareness about population decline and ecosystem conservation. 35-year-old Papuan African elephant arrived at Elephant Sanctuary, Brazil, after traveling from Buenos Aires Eco Park, Argentina. She joins 5 Asian elephants in a semi-free rescued life. The vibrant Fanti Festival in Lagos celebrated Afro-Brazilian heritage with colorful costumes, tilt walkers, dragon dances and traditional music. The Western German town hosted its 37th Easter egg throwing competition on Sunday. Participants aimed to break the 78-meter record set in 2002 while keeping eggs intact to eat later. Nigerian Afrobeat icon Femi Kuti prepares to unveil his 13th album, Journey Through Life, on April 25th at Lagos New Africa Shine. The album will explore personal growth and self-reflection. At Buin Zoo in Chile, animals participated in a unique Easter event searching for eggs crafted from emptied ostrich shells and painted with non-toxic colors. 2025 International Defense Exhibition Iraq opened in Baghdad, showcasing cutting-edge military technology. Visitors explored the latest advancements in weaponry and defense systems. The critically endangered bear's pochard population in China has doubled, reaching 2,555 from 1,000 in 2012. The Furukawa Festival, part of UNESCO-listed float festivals, commenced in Hira City, Japan, featuring 9 ornate floats, music and performances. It captivated spectators with highlights like the Okoshi Daiko drum event and a Karakuri dolls line dance. Infrared cameras in China's Sichuan and Yunnan provinces filmed rare golden and black and white snub-nosed monkeys, highlighting family behaviors and foraging habits. 6 red-crowned cranes arrived in Vietnam at Tram Chim National Park on April 20th after quarantine at Saigon Zoo. The cranes will receive long-term care to aid species restoration. On April 21st, Vietnam marked its National Book and Reading Culture Day with events across the country. The day highlights the importance of reading books daily. In Mariana, Brazil, people dress in white robes and walk the streets with candles on Holy Saturday, singing funeral songs to keep the city's traditions alive. In Rejosari, Senek, Indonesia, 55-year-old Pasija stays behind as the sea swallows her neighborhood, planting 15,000 mangrove saplings annually. She battles the advancing ocean, hoping to protect her home. Kyrgyzstan is bidding farewell to its Soviet-era national anthem and has kicked off a unique public competition to compose a fresh patriotic tune that represents the nation's spirit. Indian Bollywood actress Rani Mukherjee is back as the fearless cop Shivani Shivaji Roy in Mardani 3. Indian actor Vicky Kaushal's Chhawa, based on the life of the warrior Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj, has stormed past ₹600 crore net in India. Bollywood star Sunny Deol's Jat maintains its strong hold on the Indian box office, amassing ₹75 crore to date. Sargun Mehta, Amy Virk and Nimrat Khera reunite for the Punjabi movie Sonkan Sonkane 2, promising laughter, drama and chaos. The Tamil Telugu sports drama Mandari, starring Suri and marking Telugu actor Suhas' Tamil debut, unveiled its first look on April 19 this year. The 2027 Star Wars celebration will be held in Los Angeles, coinciding with the 50th anniversary of the original Star Wars movie. Ryan Coogler's Sinner, starring Michael B. Jordan in dual roles, has grossed over $45.6 million in the US and $61 million globally. The 15th Beijing International Film Festival opened on April 18, marking the 120th anniversary of Chinese cinema since the 1905 film Dinjun Mountain. Hollywood actress and Catwoman fame Zoe Kravitz is in discussions to hem Sony Pictures' How to Save a Marriage. Season 2 of Ahsoka was officially announced at the Star Wars celebration in Tokyo, with production starting next week. Sports now. The Board of Control for Cricket in India has announced annual player contracts for this season. Test captain Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Jasprit Bumrah and Ravindra Jadeja have been named in the grade A+ category. Shreyas Iyer and Nishan Kishan returned to BCCI central contract, while Rishabh Pant has been promoted. Iyer has been given grade B contract, whereas Ishan has been awarded a grade C contract. In Indian Premier League today, Kolkata Knight Riders will lock horns with table toppers Gujarat Titans at the Eden Gardens. Earlier on Sunday, Virat Kohli continued his rich exploits and powered Royal Challengers Bengaluru to a 7-wicket victory over Punjab Kings at Mullapur. Skipper Rohit Sharma and Surya Kumar Yadav slammed half centuries as Mumbai Indians beat Chennai Super Kings by 9 wickets in Mumbai. India's Arya Borse and Rudransh Patil clinched silver medal in the 10-meter air rifle mixed team event at the ISSF World Cup in Lima, Peru. Holger Rune denied Carlos Alcaraz a third Barcelona Open trophy when he stunned the Spaniard 7-6, 6-2 in the final to lift his first title in 2 years. World number 3 Alexander Zverev secured a comfortable win over American Ben Shelton in the Munich Open final to claim a record-equaling third title. Italy's top-flight football league Serie A has postponed all of Monday's fixtures following the death of Pope Francis. Real Madrid's Federico Valverde netted a superb late volley to secure a 1-0 win over Athletic Bilbao that keeps them within 4 points of La Liga leaders Barcelona. Liverpool have moved 1 win away from sealing England's Premier League title as substitute Trent Alexander-Arnold secured a 1-0 victory over Leicester today. La Liga club Barcelona on Sunday said that Robert Lewandowski has suffered a hamstring injury after the Polish striker was forced to come off in their 4-3 win over Celta Vigo. Holders Barcelona put itself in the driving seat with a resounding 4-1 over Chelsea in the first leg of its Women's Champions League semi-finals on Sunday. Tokyo Olympic champion Neeraj Chopra confirmed on Monday that an invitational javelin event being organized in India under his name, the Neeraj Chopra Classic, has been shifted to Bengaluru from Panchkula. India's Anahat Singh and Veer Chotwani have qualified for the World Squash Championships after winning their respective finals at the Asian qualifiers in Kuala Lumpur. Well, that's all we have in this edition of Express News. You stay tuned for more news and updates. Namaskar.